everybody, and welcome to www.sporthotpicks.com. I am your host, Tom. Welcome here to Home Day, Wednesday the 12th. Everybody, hopefully you're doing well and you're capitalizing on everything that we got going on out there. As you can see, I've got my Colorado Avalanche shirt on there from the outdoor game, and we are going to be talking about that here in a little bit, as the Avs are going to need to win out to win the President's Trophy. So that could get very, very, very interesting as we go into the playoffs. But before we do that, let's go back over some numbers here. And with those numbers, we could look into see exactly what is going on and how we continue to beat the books here. So with that being said, let's look at yesterday. So in the NBA, straight up, the favorites went 8-3, but against the spread they were 6-5. So think about it like this: that puts the favorites at a 50.52% as of yesterday, and the overs went 6-5, and that puts the overs for the NBA at 50.81% for the season. Now with the NHL, favorites came back at it again. They've been dominating all season long, and they do that again. Yesterday they go 6-3. And putting that at 51.4%. The unders went 7-2 yesterday, putting the unders at a 51.2%. And then finally, the first period over unders was a 2-5 on the overs. So the first period under continues to increase. It's at 52.28%. And again, like we talked about that before, the under is very important in the first period, to think of it really like a first half line in the NFL and that sort of stuff. All right, finally, in Major League Baseball, the favorites absolutely dominated. They went 11-4 yesterday, putting them at a 54.21% on the money line, are the favorites. The under was 9-5, and we did have a push yesterday, and that puts the unders in the lead with a 50.57%. And if you were on our paid picks, www.sporthotpicks.com, $9.99, you get every single one of our picks. You would have got the A's as one of those underdogs to win at a plus 110. And if you weren't on it with us, there's still plenty of time. There's left in the month. It charges on a rolling 30-day period, so $9.99. You get every single one of our picks. So if you think of it like this, if you had gotten every single one of our picks to this point, you would have got a total of 77 picks, breaking down to 13 cents per pick. That's a pretty darn good deal. I mean, you get some of these other pros that are out there that are selling you just a day's pick for $9.99, or just a single Tuesday pick for $2, $3, $4 a pick, that type of stuff. We're giving you everything, all 30 days, $9.99. All right, so as we continue to go through it here, let's go into our segment of the bets that missed the cut for us today. And in the Major League Baseball, there is a really good matchup out there right now between the Blue Jays and the Braves. And Ryu, who's going to be pitching for the Blue Jays, and the Braves bringing out their ace as well. Braves, not very good against left-handed pitching. Blue Jays haven't been scoring a lot of runs lately. However, because of the temperature and the weather, we didn't feel really confident in this pick. So we are leaning toward the under 8 there. So that's one of the ones that did not make the cut, but we wanted to put it out there and let you make your own decision, just in case if you're looking at going one way or another. Another one is the White Sox versus left-handed pitching is absolutely dominant. So needless to say, if you are thinking about going away with the White Sox, we have something in our paid picks there that is really special to increase your odds and really help you capitalize on this bet here. So look into that. We're also looking at the White Sox Twins. The Twins have a really hard time putting runs across the board. They have no problem getting base runners on. But they have a really difficult time scoring. So we are leaning going to lean this way now because we're leaning toward the over 8 in that game. That's at minus 106 on BetMGM right now. Our last Major League Baseball pick that missed the cut is the Astros Angels. A lot of people trying to get their money in on the Angels and Haney. But my personal feeling with Haney as the starting pitcher for the Angels is he's overrated. Plus, what the Astros did yesterday against the A's, the Angels' top pitcher in Ohtani, they beat him yesterday. So, needless to say, if that's going to be doing it, then we really should be thinking about the Astros in this game. Plus, the Angels' bullpen is worn out, and we think that Astros are going to get there. But however, if Haney does get hot, we didn't want to fade him that much. That's why he did not make the cut for our picks here today. And that's our Miss the Cut segment for Major League Baseball. Again, www.sporthotpicks.com. I'm Tommy. $9.99 is what it costs per month. Not per pick, not per day. That's per month. You get every single one of our picks. Now, going into the NHL, Miss the Cut. Canadians are currently on a losing streak. They really don't have much to play for, and we think that this game is going to really be a who and why and what and wherever. And there's a great opportunity there on the Oilers, but to go out there and try to lay the wood on it, we just didn't feel comfortable as the Canadians currently on a losing streak might want to put their guys out there to win this game. So we're just leaning slightly toward the Canadians on that one. Now, the Maple Leafs and the Senators. This one gets really, really interesting because the Maple Leafs could move up in position. The Ottawa Senators have been playing great lately and have beaten the Maple Leafs a couple times throughout the course of this season. Plus, the Senators have been a great underdog team throughout the course of the year, and people have seen that. Matter of fact, when this line opened up, it was Senators plus 180. It went all the way down to plus 145. And right now on FanDuel, you can get it at plus 166 and on MGM at plus 155. They're currently, Maple Leafs don't have any players that are showing that they're sitting out, but it easily could happen as this game is not as meaningful as it is to the Senators. So that might be one of those picks where you get it in and have some great positive side there to be able to make that money. That is our Miss the Cut picks for today. www.sporthotpicks.com. So going into our last bit of segment here is you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to get on tilt. Our system teaches you on how not to do that. It could have been easy for us to go chase yesterday as we went on the day before. We went 1-6, and we had a really tough day there. I mean, we lost some really close ones, and we ended up down 6.5 units and that type of thing. It was pretty tough, and if you're not in a good system and you're not following a process, you could have jumped down the rabbit hole. You could have tried to jump on games that were live on the other side of the globe. You could have tried to jump on games and increasing your bet. You got to stick to the system and the process. Know what your bankroll is. Know what your range is. 1 and 2 is conservative. 3 is down the middle. 4 and 5 is aggressive percentage of your bankroll, and stick to the process. That bankroll is set at the very beginning of the month. So if you have it set at the beginning of the month, and let's say it's $1,000 and your 3% is $30, just because you won and lost, you do not increase that 3% or decrease that. You stick with that unit throughout the course of the entire month. And by doing that, you're going to ride the wave. And yeah, we went 1-6 the other day. But did you also know that even after going 1-6 yesterday, we were still at 55.95%. Check that. We're at 55.95% even after going 1-6 yesterday. So we're still creating a bunch of winners. And overall, we're at 59.18% on every single of our picks since we started this back in March. And you think, well, you guys haven't been doing it long enough. You don't have that experience that we're looking for to make an investment. Well, what I am telling you is that we got over 70 years of experience. We have three of us that have grown up in families that have been running numbers and have been out on the streets collecting and booking different bets and that type of stuff. And yes, we've been doing that. Now that it's legal in all these states, we had to go away from our former profession and move our way into the legalized side and help support you and your bets and help you become profitable and that type of thing. So, with that being said, stick it to the process. Trusting us as professionals with over 70 years of experience, with three of us that did it on the other side for so long, we know what it takes. We know what fading is all about and how to fade the public and pay attention to the numbers. Find what the sharps are doing and the pros are doing. And sometimes just follow what they do because it matches our algorithms and data that we have created and come up with. So, with that being said, stick to the process. $9.99 gets you education. It gets you the picks. We're averaging over 7.5 picks per day, which you could compare against what you're doing, or you could take all seven, or you could take the top three and adjust your style that works for you. But we give you these for that reason. Tommy's School. We're making wagers and cashing major. We'll see you again here soon.